Hello again, wonderful people of the internet. We're back with more Dyson Sphere program. I'm Cinruk, and we have read the flight manual. Made it back. Did actually establish a small outpost while I was out and about. And I've set up a nice little spot here where we can bring some of that wonderful titanium home and get some fuel rods going for ourselves. I also expanded on the processing here, so we should be able to reliably feed all of our research. I think we're just gonna work our way through the research today. While we, fly around and get some other things done. But the big thing I want to get done, the next big goal, is probably to get planetary logistics. Be nice. We can get, well, I don't know if we'll need Mark III belts. Not just yet, anyway. But we'll get logistics stations and drones. I've already done a few upgrades and some research while I was resituating things, getting ready to record here. Probably do some of the other mech upgrades just while we work on things. Don't necessarily need more drones. We're locked behind yellow research. Yeah, pretty much. That's okay. I might as well queue that up. So, a lot of this is going to require the next level of research, which is okay. We're working with what we have now. But as far as getting up to this, we're going to need this technology. Requires thruster. So that is down here. Thruster. Queue that up. That is a lot of red research. We take that out of the queue. Let's instead put processors ahead of that. We can backlog our reds before we do this research. What else? Oh, there were components we need. Yes, I believe these are components we need for some of that construction. So we'll queue this. That should keep our research going for quite a while. So we've got our nice little nice pocket of space here. Our power needs are getting a little out of hand. I wonder what resource we could pull to fix that. Could probably just throw a generator down over here. Have one? We do not have one. Can we make one? Before we leave, we'll just we'll clean the planet up a little, or clean the power up a little before we take off from the planet here. Alright, so let's see. Those look nice in sequence. Build our belt system out. Did that line up just about right? I think so. Perfect. Should feed into our power grid. And it's not perfect, but I find a better solution for that too. I call this refined oil, which I moved a little bit. It was in the way. I reorganized things. I've relocated it to another storage tank. I'll probably get another crude oil location going elsewhere that isn't feeding into science. Let's see. We want to go get more titanium, because the drone far from home needs fuel. I believe this was the planet. So, it's the other side of the planet we're orbiting. Let's go into sail mode here. It's our neighboring system. Here we are. There's 4. Did I miss something? And once I get around the other side of this, I should be able to get my bearings here. Ah, that's why. Couldn't see it. It's on the other side there. Let's ramp up our speed. Alright, so we're heading all the way over to planet 1 here. Let's go faster. Good, good. We'll probably adjust, because I think we're quite a ways off. We'll just try to aim a little ahead of it. How are we doing for fuel? Burning that energized graphite. Well, this speed, I think we'll get there plenty fast. See, the thing I haven't quite mastered yet is the landing. That's okay. So, let's take a look here. There's the pole. The only one of like 1 or 2 iron deposits. There's like 2 iron deposits here. So I believe the titanium we were processing is over here somewhere. Yeah. And if I pay attention to my map, right here. Eventually I would like to have a full outpost here. Probably expand on what I've got as well. I know when I came here originally, I kind of rushed. I didn't have everything I needed at the time. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of titanium ingots. And now I think just let this churn away. We'll store them here, and once we get a way to get these more regularly back to it. Not sure how much I'll really need. Let's check our map before we fly off here. Want to get home? Home is other side of the sun from us. Well, let's land though. We need to let our core charge so we can get up to proper cruising altitude to make this a quick trip. So there's the other planet floating by us here. Probably be next after this barren rock. Oh, that's slower. Let's get into sail mode. See, there's 4. There's the sun. And there's our target. Alright, so we've landed with our spoils here, and we can... This has got plenty of hydrogen. Just needs titanium. Awesome. That will be a much better fuel source for us in the future. It's only 1 titanium per rod. Oh, this is getting all it needs. What's our tank doing? Still with the modest backup of modest backup here. Circle is priority. Okay. So I definitely want to prioritize my research over the fuel rods. I'd prefer to have both. One is definitely more important than the other. And what have I done here? I'm not actually feeding my crude oil in. I'm just running off reserves. Seems to be fine for the most part. How is our power doing? Still suffering from nighttime blackouts? Looks like we might be. That bar creeps around. So maybe that's our next step, is to actually power our base on its own. Don't necessarily want to burn these off. They're for me. Nice fuel chamber generation. Good amount of energy in each one. I step up for my drone at least. probably do better. That's on a slow drain. Could switch those over to burning fine oil. Or megajoule. Hydrogen. Think. Oh man. Oh. I have so far to go if I'm gonna try to. I did never get back to the solar belt project. It's quite a way to go. Can we... yeah, we'll queue that up on the end there. Still struggling with power. I will just go full thermal. Just to get us by. I make more of these. I need more magnetic rings. I always need more of these magnetic rings for handcrafting. Back here. How many of these can we make? Oh, why am I spacing on the building? There it is. 15. So where would be a good place to capture resources? This might not be bad here if we mine this coal out, turn it into graphite. You know, I have not made chemical plant. I'm not even sure what all I can produce with that. Let's play around with that first then. It's daylight. Power will stay on. At night the power stays on. So grab a half stack of that. Let's make one of these. We still got a lot of veins we can dig through here. I think what might need to happen is we might need to... oh, this all seems to be running fine. Thought our research was going to slow down. Thought we were hitting a hiccup somewhere. But I think the problem is when we get that nighttime lull in our system, it slows everything down. Alright, so chemical plant. What can you do for me? Well, we can make plastic here. It's something we're definitely going to need. Looks like that takes oil. Make graphene if we make sulfuric acid. That requires water stone. And it looks like refined oil again. Yeah. Advanced graphene. That's from fire ice though, right? Yeah, we won't be able to get that until know what? Can we get that from our mother planet here? What actually can we harvest from here? Fire ice. So yeah, once we get sufficiently advanced, we could do that. Or... It looks like graphene is garbage for energy. There's no point burning that. Plastic is a along the way thing. But it's looking like we're going to need another location with stone and oil nearby. Alright. Storage with a larger capacity. Oh, I didn't realize there was a Mark II storage. 60 slots as opposed to 30. I don't think Mark II storage is really needed unless you really need deep storage. Alright, so let's collect this up for now. Where, our little globe, do we have more oil? So we have a crude oil seep over here with stone veins. Wouldn't be too hard to connect to our power. Or crude oil and coal. So it looks like this one might be able to provide all the stuff we need. We'll pump water in, make some acid and plastic over here. Oh, a ton of oil over here. Goodness. I suppose the other thing we could do is we can tap a couple of these and just feed it directly into power. Oh, it's all pulling in different directions, and we've got a while before we can. I think that'll have to be next episode when we actually do get into logistic. Science. Okay, so we can actually. I didn't realize we could straight fail system. I need this. Get done. He can make deuterium cells. That's gonna really flash at us all night. Structure matrix. Yeah. Organic crystal. Yeah, that's. I'm making that out of plastic. Yeah, might have to dedicate something to that after all. Maybe I'm wrong, and logistics is the way to go for. Turbines are probably for actually. Else. Yep. Not worrying about that. Cancel. Processors, get thruster. Get logistics. I think while we play around with that system, work the main quest here. That would be good to have our power handled. That requires a bunch of science. That's stuff we can't do. So, I guess the question now is, do I process oil or just go for coal? I think for now I'll go for coal. So I will get this set up real quick and then we'll cut back. Alright, so we've got our power station set up here. It's running sufficiently. Nighttime power is still dipping out. I make just a couple more of these. I have the materials. While we're waiting on that, let's just flatten this out a bit. There we go. Just add 2 more to each side. And we need belts. Goes in. Power comes out. And now we're riding 100%. So not the most efficient use of resources. There are definitely better ways to power your whole setup, and I'd rather not scale this out because it just eats up a giant amount of room on the ground. On the planet. It will all just be to sustain us until we can either figure out a clean solution or get the Dyson swarm in the air. Definitely think almost got the logistics research done. You can go for more stacking. I think I just want to stack one more lab over on the red science. Just so these are producing at about an even pace. Got our power station here, got our science station here. Our batteries, which filled out. It's very nice. And now, as you can see, we're also keeping our drone fueled with all that as well. That'll keep us one less thing we have to bounce back and forth about to worry about. And now we are back to stockpiling our nitrogen. That isn't bad. That looks like it burns at about the right rate, just slowly builds up. Now, have the goal for our next episode. Get the logistics running. Be too complicated to, well, I say that. Sure, it will be complicated to get running. Still running all this off oil reserves. It's crazy to say. Probably because even though I had 2 of these hooked up, more than the 2 stations could actually process. And maybe we'll find, maybe we'll refine it further later. I think for now, probably going to end the episode here because I need to do something about basic supplies. And it's the kind of tedium that doesn't make for good watching. Basically, I just want to probably going to flatten out some space here, and I'm going to work on having a bunch of assemblers either producing the little bits and bobs I need or just full-on constructing belts, sorters, melters, storage, just turning all my basics into proper buildings so I can expand out. But I think I'll work on that off camera, and then when I come back, we'll have that going so we can focus on progress instead of having to run back and forth for materials. So I'm really looking forward to that, because once that's sorted, I'll be able to it's a little more efficiently. And then we can get our post established to just construct things. Because I really just want to get logistics running. It requires processors. Microcrystalline components. So, yeah, we're gonna have to get... That's glass, right? High purity silicon. Am I producing that? I'm not producing that. So yeah, another thing to add to the line. I think we have enough stone here to produce a lot of this. So I've got this vein. I think there's another vein nearby. But yeah, we'll focus on... I'll get my supply line built up so I will have everything I need. And we can just kick off the next episode with logistics. So, thank you for coming by. Thanks for watching. I know it's kind of bumpy. I'm kind of bumpy with this game, to be honest. I probably should have put in a lot more time off camera getting better and more acquainted with it, but that's why it's not a walkthrough. It's a fumble through. So thank you for fumbling along with me. For now, this has been Cinruk, signing off.